You see the little shit going. That's a video. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay Wilder and his fans. Look, I noticed over the last 2 years, a lot of guys talked about the whole argument. The argument that did Deontay Wilder want that fight? Did Anthony Joshua want that fight? And through the midst of it all, I came to a conclusion that, especially after the defeat of both fighters, Deontay Wilder's fans, it occurred to me, the guys that support, let's say the supporters of Deontay Wilder, they got what they wanted. They got exactly what they wanted. They did not want to see Deontay Wilder and Anthony.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Farm to Market 969 West.
Deontay Wilder was the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Anthony Joshua was unified. Anthony Joshua lost them for about 6 months, then he regained them. Now he has them again. But I noticed the way people talked and how they reacted. I think the whole general idea was it's better to lose. If Deontay Wilder lost, it would be better to lose from someone else, anyone else, besides Anthony Joshua. And it's not...
Turn left onto Farm to Market 969 West.
Fans. Now hear me out. Just imagine these guys are not in it for the sport of boxing. These guys are using the sport for a whole nother reason. Let's just imagine that. So if you didn't really care about boxing, why would you care to see Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua? But if you like Deontay Wilder because you think Deontay Wilder was in a movement for black supremacy or pro-black interest only, and the only reason you're following that's the primary, and then the sport is secondary, or or third or fourth down the list, you wouldn't want to see Anthony Joshua prevail. You wouldn't want to see that fight. Why? Because if Anthony Joshua beats Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua is supposed to be the guy that the narrative is that Anthony Joshua, he works for the white man, right? So since he works for the white man and the white man is the devil and the devil is bad and all this, that, and the other, they wouldn't want to see that fight anyway. That's why they were so quick to make excuses on why Anthony Joshua didn't want the fight, on why Deontay Wilder did turn down that money. They were happy to hear that. He bet on himself. Good for you, Deontay. You turned down that contract. Good for you, Deontay. They were rooting for him, turning down these offers because maybe they didn't want him to fight. They didn't want him to fight because it would have been a situation of Joshua. First of all, it would have put Deontay Wilder in a position to lose. Okay, and if he lost, that means it's more than that. I listen and I've heard a lot of this jargon from these channels. These channels are more like, man, I had tears from my eyes. It's really much more than the fight. They're not talking about the sport anymore. They're talking about something else. They're talking about a movement that they are going along with, and that movement coincides with that particular fighter. And they're using that fighter as an engine, right, to push their movement. So at the end of the day, they did not want to see that fight. They're glad. So wrapping this all up, counterpunching this, they got what they wanted.
Continue on Farm to Market 969 West for 3/4 of a mile.
The outcome, because ironically, he got beat by Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury is not black, right? Now that's the big stink now, but hey, remember they asked for it, and they know and if you know that if they have that type of mindset that's eating them up right now. The Wilder fans are dying inside. That's why they're looking. They're scrambling. It got to be the gloves. He got to be on PEDs. Something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. You know why? Because they're in it for other than the sport. So I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. A little rapid counterpunch.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Tell me what you think.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
This counterpunch. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.